Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today. Nations have also decided to have their new resolution. Indigenous people of Biafra is not left out. That's the DOS, the head DOS, which is Tr0uble, as Directorate of State of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, have also decided to give out their New Year resolution, which I do not know if it will sit well with the government of the day, as it's tantamount to saying that Biafra has been actualized. And I do not know how this will play out eventually. And I do not know if the people will obey this particular resolution. Before we go into the news proper to find out this New Year resolution and what they're telling their people to do, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, according to Tr0uble, in one of his live crossover videos that he made, he said, no more Nigerian national anthem in Biafra land, starting from the 1st of January 2022. This is credited to Tr0uble, the head of Directorate of State. He said the indigenous people of Biafra has totally banned schools in Biafra land from reciting Nigerian national anthem in our schools. This was made known in a live broadcast by Mazi Tr0uble during his New Year address to Biafrans. Starting from this night, schools in Biafra land must stop reciting Nigerian national anthem and begin to use Biafran anthems, because we can't continue to teach our children the anthems of our oppressors. Starting from this night, we have officially banned Nigerian national anthem in Biafra land. A lot of reactions have followed this, and we are being very objective and realistic. But we're going to take cross-section of what people are saying. While we are being emotional, it's okay to be emotional. It's also okay to be, but it's best for analysis sake and for safety sake to be objective in whatever decisions one take. Taking a pari passu with how the Odua Congress, that's Lana Odua, is fighting theirs. This one here, we're taking the constitution of people's view. This one here is saying, I fully support, I pray for compliance. Please, we Biafrans are suffering in this country. May Chuku Okikabiama continue to protect our Onyendo, Onhama, DK, the John the Baptist of our time. This one here is a good development. We like it. Okay? Now let us look at this objectively. Please, remove sentiment. You said there should not be a national anthem in Biafra land. Biafra land, depending on the territories that have accepted to be Biafra land. Now, Ebonyi already, the governor have said it without missing words over and over again, that not an inch of Ebonyi will be called Biafra land. Now, imagine when they go to schools to go and recite after the normal national assembly, and the children are supposed to recite, they begin to recite Biafra anthem. Before you know it, there's going to be what we call physical federal might present in all schools to ensure that that particular mandate is not being complied. Now, if they are complied, that means it's going to be a case of a bubago going against, probably they may want to use ESN to enforce it. Now, if they use ESN to enforce it, that means a bubago now will be going against their own brothers who are also counterparts of that, who are also in ESN. Now, it's now a case of probably the federal might coming into play. Now, for the governors who do not buy the ideas, which probably all governors in Southeast may not buy the idea, because I know Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi, it's a no-no for him. He has said it severally, that not one of Ebonyi's land is, in fact, he has been even advocating for presidency for Igbo, for Southeasterners. Now, we're also looking at Imo State. Imo State is a no-no. Already, Governor Hope Uzodinma has, in fact, he personally wrote that he wanted federal might, military presence in Imo State to ensure that there is no iota of agitators or Biafrans or IPOB members cited anywhere. He wanted it to be serene and seen as a Nigerian state. Now imagine them saying that in all primary schools, secondary school, probably universities, that whenever they're saying national anthem, it should be Biafran anthem and not. Now, the day the teacher that will enforce it, or the day the teacher will begin to teach the children the Biafran anthem, that teacher may be sacked, because that teacher in that public school or that government school is being paid salary by who? The state governors. And state governors get their allocations from who? The federal government. Federal government is where? Nigeria. So you just see that there's some orders. I'm just being very objective. You may not like it much, but I'm just being very objective. But there's some orders that does not look realistic and practicable, except you want to go with the use of force. And if you're going to go with the use of force, the casualty will be going to be the student, the children, or the people who are making the anthem. Now, enforce the teachers to do it. If it's a private school, some of them may want to resign. If you enforce the teachers to do it, who are paying them salaries? The government. Now, if you enforce them, they find that their life is at stake, the next thing they will do is that they will probably go on strike. So you now find out that there's some things that when you make such orders, you probably endanger the people. You may be somewhere making those orders, but enforcing it may be a Herculean task. And that makes it, starting from the year already, 2022, you're given an order that, just like sit at home, may become very difficult to, align with, and eventually the people will pay the price, because anyone, I'm being objective, anyone who sings Biafran anthem in a public fora where the governors are staying, the school, the principal, the headmaster, the head teacher, whoever is involved may lose his job. Okay, fine. They lose their job. They bring a fresh one. Don't forget that already the economic situation in Nigeria is not very friendly. It's not very friendly. So if you want to get this, if there are let down rules on how to get this, why not look for a way to do it without necessarily endangering the lives of the people? Now, pari passu with Nnamdi, you now notice that the Yoruba agitators are going about it the legal way. They have gotten they have decided to, whatever they are doing, they're going along with what does the Nigerian Constitution say about self-actualization, state-determination? Is it in line with the UN Charter? Is it in line with some of the international treaties that has been signed with Nigeria? And they're going through it so that if peradventure they want to go, they don't even want their people to come out all protesting. No, they're going about it the legal way, so that even if the Nigerian government is trying to come against them, they will look at the treaties they have signed, and there will be a bit of drawback. They're trying, as much as they want their own nation or sovereignty of their own people, they also want a situation where they will also guard their people. Where some persons may say that nothing good comes easy, but there are still ways of dialogue. There's so many persons who have gotten what they're looking for without necessarily, going the violent way. That's where we'll wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation. Also, please, no hate word. You can easily say your own. You can counter, no problem, but go about it in such a way that you will give strong proofs, while your opinion will not cause the lives.